step into our final map.
Right, last map, RRQ on attack. DFM on attack, and I think DFM. Yeah, both teams are on attack. DFM on defense. I think if you're just looking at comp to comp, DFM's comp probably has the advantage, just purely because May's going to have fun time against the Killjoy, not having to worry about any trips.
Right now, it's going to be their defense that gets tested first by RRQ.
And RRQ,
we have a mirror buy.
Potential lockdown plays,
mirror
or even
pistol
just
buy.
delay with the nanostorm. Still finding a little bit of value, but for now,
just breaking the trip instantly.
Traps, they've managed to deal with a bit of that utility from Jinbong around B.
And lots of pressure onto B already, draws out so much attention. Ooh. Then a fast re-clear into A. Jinbong not quite spotted just yet, though. Neither was Jumpkin.
He's still looking for a head. Continuing to jiggle. There it is. Spotted out by
Did they
Cushy.
spot a Cypher on short? What the hell do you think the setup is when you see a Cypher on short?
Trapped in short.
Yeah, he's going to try to work around with the camera as well, maybe with a bit of support from Estrella, but then here comes that hit from RRQ. They had players planted deep inside of B, and that's
nice
when Monyet then strikes.
Really nice kill.
Estrella in towards the side as well.
Just buy time, buy time.
Yeah, this was a hard read from RRQ, seeing that Cypher, recognizing that that has to be just the Cypher solo setup because we've already put so much pressure on mid, and then they basically trap him in, go for the launch on the pinch in mid. Now they do lose that position.
Also have
Surely you expect Surely
the smoke.
Oh my god.
Slightly expected,
but tanking some bullets there as well that were meant for him.
And continuing to spam on with the ghost, he haunts them down.
So we were at two pistols. Wait.
Well, one of the teams heard about the cover base because Jemkin's
we're at two pistols. We're now at 3 pistols.
Continuing on from the previous maps. Monyet on that Omen as well. Everybody playing kind of tried and true agents, a tried and true composition here on Haven. Perhaps just having faith that their basics, their fundamentals, their experience is going to carry through.
Yeah, having a good time.
Dude, someone.
Least, but also to keep,
whose laugh was that?
As many rounds as
was
possible
that
on
Monyet? He's having a lot of
quickly
fun.
Buying up. It's just Xfero in on the Sheriff. His lurk was unfortunately dealt with in that previous round. But this time, slow back into grass. Meanwhile, the rest of the team creeps up into A. Nothing spotted. There's also just DFM with an early smoke.
Yeah, just trying to delay the opponents from coming in to see site, but RRQ already checking all the close corners.
They take C, and in reaction they push over towards garage, but they got the turret to let them know that that was what the reaction was. And this is going to be a hard retake, to the point of they might not go for it.
Because you can't just spam through the smoke anymore, but Monyet looks like they want to just stay on site. They still have Xfero watching the flank, so they won't take that risk.
Yeah, try to keep themselves planted, covering those exits. Akame, though, trying to line things up with that fault line, but Jemkin,
yeah, just getting free smoke kills already. 2 rounds in.
And that's the counter paranoia coming out just to keep them at bay.
Nice shot.
Xfero dealing with the back as well. That's Jinbong gone. Mei and Akame slow creep up on the other side, but there's that one-way smoke.
Yeah, don't give him too much.
Yeah, there's the nanostorm. I mean, this is really good timing too. This is some good discipline. You get the early kills, and then you say we're not going to greet it. They can go down to the spike.
Really nice from RRQ. It's a great start. That's one armor rebuy.
Because they're usually just hunting for kills, and that's how some of the accidents happen.
Yeah, it's been at least so far on this map 0 rounds since the accidents have been found. So far so good.
Don't steal my fun, bro.
Being able to keep things up and ready as well.
Oh, the Outlaw.
The Outlaw. Oh.
Odin bought up by Art as well.
The Outlaw. Get the Marshal out of here and upgrades for an Outlaw. And we've got 4 people that can get one shot. And DFM, early on here, want to do 3 people over towards A, make sure they punish A. RRQ looking like they were kind of just in for contact over towards C. We just doing this to get the orbs, or are we actually going to contact? The call is really good at the moment. It's going to have to be a 5-person retake again. We've got 1 kill trip on site though.
Nothing spotted. Garage has been smoked
They
off.
still haven't found the trip, so someone still might run into it.
Should be them planting their feet on the site.
Hey, there we go.
Again, and when they start to get pushed out,
This is hard for DFM. Yeah, no, this is really, really hard. Especially if Estrella went here, I just don't think they would win.
Yeah, slowly trying
It's
to
a
inch
great
forward.
Omen flash.
And that alerts Jinbung
Gen still
as
has his
well.
though.
He's still trying to keep that pressure on there at the very least, though. But Jemkin up on top, not quite spotted out. Art and Akame will be sprayed down, but here comes
Yeah,
Xfero
but they
now
have
in
killed the
towards Garage.
smoker, so
That
we've
is
got no
crucial
vision block
positioning.
on this.
Straya with a quick swing on the outlaw as well. That's one more shot. Now reloads. Akame in for the spike stick. But Straya just keeps things interesting. In with the ghost,
Yeah,
keeps him away
handled it
and
really
off
well.
of the spike.
Also, I love that
Secures
as soon as
the
they kind of
round
comms
for
came in and
RRQ
they
to
got rid
convert
of
the
the
bonus.
smoke,
I
we
love
just
what
see
Estrella
that
did right there. He didn't wait for the full
outlaw
reload
descended
because he was
towards long.
afraid of the half happening. So
Bonus
instead,
to
he just goes for the
RRQ,
jiggle, taps him
and we got
once,
a
and knows that he
hero
would have gotten
saved
off the
gun.
spike. As soon as he
Instantly
sees him
gets
aiming
thrown
down
over
sights
towards
for
me.
him. So that's the bonus on the side of RRQ. Xfero does keep calm until he hears those footsteps in garage. He's able to peek out, nullifying that tripwire, and that alone buys a lot of time too. Sure, Akame gets the kill, but it's a little too late.
Dude, they're having so much fun.
Being so pesky
Every
outside
round.
Garage as well. Next round now,
Manette's
and all of a
just
sudden,
laughing the
RRQ's
whole
decided to
time.
head on over to the A site.
It's every voice
First
coming here.
time in 3 rounds, and Art is unaware.
This is a good tempo switch up. However, DFM, they just ditched C site, they put the trip, and then they're just starting to peek out of garage. So it does allow for this 3-man stack onto A.
Yeah, you can drone short here.
That fault line does draw out the drone, but I would say almost to the benefit of RRQ because now they're going a lot more cautiously.
Managed to go around the corner, so they clear close.
Do get that
Ooh, he has
information, and
no
Jemkin
backup
should
for a
be
little bit.
prepared. He does eat a shock dart though, so not too bad. Gian straight in towards with a shotty as well. But here comes the rest of the team.
Very,
RRQ
very nice.
straight onto the ghost again, and he's able to fight back. A headshot through. Spike down as well for RRQ now.
All right, you do know that it was a weak buy on the side of DFM. I don't know if you know about the Phantom.
I mean, we've seen May do crazier stuff.
Ooh, but here comes
the call's too late!
Up from the top, but slides in towards Estrella, who is still ready. Jinbung goes for the swing, tags Estrella down to 16 HP, but once again in a
he's
scenario
not gonna
where
stick
he has
this.
to stick the spike.
No one
Estrella
sticks against
comes
a low
back in with the fault
HP.
line, perfectly stunned up, and that should be the kill, but
Whoa,
Jinbung is
dude,
so
he might
quick
have
and
actually
ready to
gone
fight back.
to suck it, to be honest.
Picks up the round for
He looked like he was
DFM.
tempted.
The
Very, very
ideal
nice.
was
Shout out to May.
stop the
May
half
made it doable.
defuse. Expecting that with the fault line and the jump peak that Jinbung would get spooked, but Jinbung actually
Very,
stuck
very
the
nice.
half, which means he has the time to line up his crosshairs. That's really good from Jinbung to understand that that's really the only win condition he has once he's already stunned up. He
It's a
can't
bit
let
weird.
go of
What
it
happened to Jemkin
at
now?
that point because you don't know if he's going to peek back in. But this is RRQ just not keeping tabs. Very well played. But they don't keep tabs of heaven. They just assume that they don't have any weapons, that it's going to be tough for them to even attempt to retake.
Okay, they get their own op
Tabs
out
on
now.
that, 'cause once
It's a
again,
good flash to get
opportunities
to
for
the
May
angle.
slip through the cracks. But for right now, at
Oh,
least, Nerves
okay,
of
doesn't
Steel,
get tempted to
DFM,
repeat that.
Still
Great
keeping
sign.
themselves in the game. 2 ops in this round,
Smoke
though.
goes into secure
May
long
versus
control as well, and honestly, May will
RRQ's
need
been
help on
leaning
A at
heavy
one
into these
point.
attack ops. They did so on a
The
miss
breach
as
goes
well.
over there as this drone goes towards middle. Doesn't spot the
Now trying
Killjoy,
to
but
combat op for
Killjoy can
op.
kind of confirm with the turret that no one's following this up.
Both of these duelists so good with the operator.
Like I said,
Jemkin
May needs help on A. That's why
waiting
we
for May to get
have
curious.
3 people here now because double question mark.
Thankfully this time, though, DFM not really pushing out too much from the defensive side. Earlier on, just some taps, I think from RRQ side, down mid. Nothing found, so...
Drone
after a bit
again,
of time
breach to
elapsed, It's
shoot.
going to be the drone to re-clear, to get information around space. Both Sova
But why
straight
did they
into-
insta-recon?
Yeah, but
They
that's
now
two
there's 2.
members already noted on the A side, so that's the cue to go fast into B.
Jemkin has the blades, back into sight. Nothing found so far. Everything's effectively smoked off, but here comes the Hunter's Fury from Art to try to delay that spike plant. Xfero still marking the outside of garage.
And they traded the spike
If
as
the Omen
well,
pushes
so
this,
it
he
will
really
still
messed
get
up.
planted on B. You see him.
He really messed up.
That's the barrel.
We got no smoke now to block vision on this.
Towards the
This
back
retake
spot for
should be
security
impossible.
measure as well, but here comes Jenkins.
Let's see how it
Whips the
crumbles.
first shot, but back onto the blades. Connects on towards Art at the last second, and here comes Monyet. Back a sight, back a gong, and he's still able to gun down May. No slides available, no slides found. It's
Yeah.
just RRQ now with the
Retake over towards B. Omen becomes the VIP. You gotta be smoking. And
you can deny that operator away from
push
May's
catch.
hands. The defense suddenly gets so much weaker. The Desk talked about this. That May's operator is what makes him so scary. Akame gets one, but they won't let go. They will continue to hunt him down. And that's up down.
Yeah, he only had 1 round left in the mag.
Yeah, rough
just a
for
little bit quicker
DFM.
too, so
It's a
taking that
worrying
off back
sign as
into
well.
RRQ's hands.
As soon as I'm
And
seeing the
also it's just
Omen
Jinbo
do this as well,
holding and
I'm
saving on for that Vandal for
tempted
a
to
rainy
say
day.
to spam B hits. A control into
Very
B
well
hits.
done from
If they're going to play
RRQ.
retake like this and my Omen's
Just,
taking
again,
risks,
it's the tempo, right? They get sight of 2 members on A.
I'll go
Immediately
B
the
all
call comes
day.
out for B. DFM reacted fast enough, but the positions were already too good, and the Hunter's Fury wasn't able to delay them long enough. And that causes an early timeout to come out for DFM.
Yeah, just again, not quite able to find some of these solutions. And earlier on, you know, both teams meeting equally.
There's
in
a
terms
lot you
of
can
some of
talk
these
about if you're
plays.
DFM here.
We saw it happening on Abyss. We saw it happening
React
on
more
Pearl.
over towards C,
And this
can
time
react
now,
more
in
towards
favor of
middle.
RRQ
You can
on the
clear,
final map of
instead of double
Haven,
pushing short, they
which
can
was
actually
left
like
open by
clear
DFM.
long with util,
Just
smoke,
buying
recon,
out
or
those
drone it.
offs,
They're
same rounds
prioritizing
against
short
each
all the
other,
time.
but RRQ comes out on top.
Yeah, the timeout's not too late. 4-1, you're on the defensive side of Haven.
Back to C hits for
Plenty of
RRQ,
time
I
to
was
catch
thinking that
back
as
up.
well.
However, the timeout not successful when they were playing on Pearl.
Do I
It
prefer
wasn't
cryo
enough
or
to course
summon
correct for
controller?
the players in the server.
Don't mind, man, whoever.
Can they do it this
Like,
time?
you would be blessed to have either one of them on your team. So fine.
Hopefully, with the timeout being called early enough, possibly. But I can't imagine they're going to be able to buy up too much light shields all throughout for this round.
So I was expecting RRQ to try to fight them at A, because that's one of the biggest things you can do with the Neon is just go for a hard fight on A lobby and then just secure that, and that's how you tighten up the map. So RRQ ready for it. The fault line comes out. They suspected
that
it.
is
Jemkin's
fast.
good for the shot.
That is very
Quick to
fast.
snipe down May, and instantly, DFM scrambling.
Okay,
to
here's
pick
the
up
reaction.
pieces,
Push over
thinking of
towards middle,
pushing
though.
outside of
That's
B
good.
now as a reaction.
This is the right reaction.
It is going to be a very fast push, and the turret's not going to spot them. This
I'm a
might catch
little
them
bit
off
worried
guard.
for Art.
But I don't know. Sparrow still is kind of watching the back, even though the turret's far away. So thinking twice, they're going to regroup.
Okay,
on
we
the
got an
A side
alarm bot to watch
itself.
behind here. But
Art just right around the corner of
the
it.
breach just
Not
heard
quite in
it,
time
and
as
breach
well.
can take an angle
Cyber cage
behind
up and
the
online
alarm
just to
bot.
give himself a little bit more space, but Jemkin
Doesn't
ignores
even
it all
matter.
in with the
Everyone's
shorty.
dead on site.
Back to the rifles as well. Monyet alongside Jemkin, gun everything down. Akame towards the back lines. One away from the rolling thunder, but not clear enough to watch out from the back. It's Monyet just hopping everywhere.
I think DFM expected the 3-man stack to potentially spook them to rotate. Would be the best explanation for the breach hanging onto that lurk, but look at Jemkin, he's not holding back. He is just diving onto the site, having full faith that the smokes, the flashes are going to be good.
Yeah, this is also really dangerous for DFM as well. I mean, RRQ being able to read them that effectively.
Yeah, money's really bad
being
now.
able to shut down
Forcing
May
down
that
to another
early on.
eco. We got a hero
Into the
gun.
next round, and this is one
And this
where
could maybe
he
snowball.
has the overdrive, but
Yeah,
not
this
quite
could
the
definitely snowball.
opportunity. I say that, he pushes out of C, gets the kill onto
Oh,
Jemkin,
it's
but
so
instantly
important.
Cushy
This
holds
round
and
is
trades.
done if he
Two
goes
players
down
from
here.
DFM.
I
And
was
that's your
wondering
Hero
if May was
Vandal
going to
gone.
chill,
You would
throw the
love to
gun
trade
across,
this,
and
but
then
Cushy still
send
has
it
his eyes
to
set
try
on it.
secure the gun.
Akame and Art, it's a double
Probably
team.
would have been the better play, but
And the team from RQ arrives
honestly,
alongside
it
Cushy
should have
as
been
well. They
traded
try
no
to
matter
jump peek
what.
it
Damn, look at
together.
him
It's not
go.
quite working out. Cushy online for the ace. Jinbung all the way stranded, pushed out of B. He's trying to look for a possible angle of position, but Monyet's marking the back, spots him out. All right, starts going for the flick. Is he setting up for Cushy?
Yeah, he is. He's letting him have it.
Has to be. There's the ace for Cushy. Fed right up to
I mean,
the
it's
man
nice.
who's been called
The
up
first
from
second kill was the
challengers
most impressive one.
to fill the gaps of RRQ.
Right onto the
W
debut
team name
match of
one yet?
Pacific
Yeah.
Kickoffs in 2025
Let him
as
have it.
well. That's just lovely.
Good tracking on that Neon. Eventually
Yeah,
catches
see how
up.
everyone at the moment is just tapping crouch during duels. Really messes people up.
Monyet is a bro.
Monyet is a bro. Some other teams, some other players, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that for their brother, but Monyet, he's got him.
Bro,
Some teams with
call it out
tigers
Paper
on
X.
their player cards. Anyway. Around's around, but next one coming through now, and it's May looking to make the overdrive play happen. Owl drones up A, but nothing spotted.
Doesn't hit the
RQ's
trap.
completely headed on over to the A site. It's just Jinboom here.
The trip is now
Look at how many ults they've got.
Entrance, right? A little bit
The
deep,
retake
right
is
on
good.
box,
The
so it's
site
not
hit
as
is
easy to
good.
spot, it's not as easy to break, but they are very wary of
RRQ
it
has
just because
done
it is
a
Cypher.
very nice job
Here,
of changing up
RRQ slow creeping up, you know,
their
they're
rounds.
pretty safe so far.
Oh, that's an early rolling thunder.
1, 2,
As soon
3,
as the trip
4.
breaks,
Yeah, all
counter
for the
rolling
flood.
thunder
But
through.
oh, dude, it had a little gap, and all of them were
Nothing
sitting
connected
there.
on either side, but here comes Jemkin,
Man, look at
straight
it.
on
I
towards
just
the
feel
back
like
of the
DFM are getting aim
finds
diffed.
2 headshots.
It's in my mind, it's been the
RRQ's
story of
made
just
up their
the
mind. They're
whole
never backing out of fight
best of
because
3.
right now they back away from the opponent's rolling
Like,
thunder, then they take
obviously, it goes
time
down to a lot of
bait
reactions
DFM
and
to
stuff
try
like
to fill
that,
the
but
site
at its
and go
core,
back
they
in with the
win
rolling
so
thunder.
many
It wasn't
duels.
perfect, but it got the job done.
So smart with the preemptive plays on either side, and now DFM reeling from the losses, looking for the save. May,
Yeah, and
I
we're
don't
already
know,
hunting them.
no weapon.
Yeah, I mean, you can't use that overdrive now. Surely you just go to try to get whatever damage you can, but
Okay.
meanwhile, Jemkin just wants the Blade Storm completed, I guess.
Oh, almost possible.
Well, Xfero's on the other side. Surely you don't get out alive here.
That's done.
Let's chin down. No Blade Storm yet for Jemkin, at least. And it's going to be May from the back
Yeah,
lines.
nice pick up a gun though.
Okay, I mean, they want to take all the weapons out. They ended up
Alright.
giving one of the
Lil,
weapons
thank
back,
you so
so
much,
it's
man.
about even here
Appreciate the
for
22
DFM.
months.
But I
Thank you for
wonder,
the gifted the other
do
day
you
as well,
use
man.
a second
Appreciate the
timeout
T1.
here
Thank
for
you for the
DFM?
support.
Because if you want to win the match, you got to get your players back in the server.
That is
Sure, we don't know what's going on in the comms. We
hero
don't know if they're course correcting
flash
on
though.
their own.
It looked like the timing
Don't
of
miss the
the
players.
flash and dash
But
was
right now,
very
the most you
nice.
can do is 5-7. That wouldn't be bad. But you lose the
And
next round,
overall, like DFM
and then your
thought they
econ,
were
once again getting a little
way
dicey
more
here and
committed on
there.
the site. Right, breach ult, but then they were
There's
just
nothing
pretty
quite
much
working
at the
out.
outskirts of it
Right.
anyway. Breached ult back, flash dash back
Trying
a
to find those
site.
reads against them.
And
But now just
DFM
sending
want to
it
try something a
possibly
little
in
bit
with the
different.
overdrive play. Or
Good
just the
Omen
rifles
flash.
trying to spam on through. Monyet has
That
to
should be
kind
dead.
of tuck
No
away.
way.
He gets
How?
stunned up, gets the
How?
shot onto Akame.
No
There's
idea
a
how he's
hard push
alive.
there, surely, but still.
I
Did the
mean,
breach
that's the
damage
most you can
cover
do with Neon
the
on Haven.
cover the shot for him
Cypher
or something?
Haven?
Because I
Still,
feel like
though,
he's
quick on the
TP'd there
contact.
and then
RQ
he should be
quick
dead.
transition on over
I'm
to
looking
the
at the
C
minimap,
side.
the
They
guy
break
should be
those
dead.
trips, dealing with Jinboom. They know that he's inside a garage still, so just trying to play it safe for now. The spike quickly goes down. It's one of those retake chances for DFM,
Killjoy
but
ult.
can they complete it?
How long do they wait
Okay,
until they
a
pop
little
this
too
Killjoy
high.
ult? Okay, not that long.
A little
And then do
uncharacteristic,
you
but they're gonna
have the
go for a
Killjoy
deep
cover
lockdown. Though she's
behind
still
as you
watching the back.
Sova
He has
ult the
Hunter's
run-in?
Fury as well.
Or are we
Gotta
gonna
imagine
play
the
offsite?
overdrive possibly, but
They got a lot of options at the moment. RRQ, how they want to play this one.
And you have to try for it though. DFM, it's just too many rounds already given up.
come on, me. Starts it off with the fast lane, but instantly sliding through. It's Monyet who guns him down so quick. Jin only
look
able
at
to
him.
find one, and Jemkin comes in with the blades. Nothing found for
They're
DFM.
so in control. DFM needs to just go for a
And just the
madness,
full
but
bait that
they have to
on
like
whoever's watching the
push
alert,
A,
because the
but
Nanoswarm
then
used to slow them down,
but fully send
on
it
that
from
entry
long.
and immediately cuts them off.
I think the
Gets
push
some
A
chip
was good
damage on
here.
them. Monyet's ready with an
And then
off
maybe
angle
just
right
trip
outside of the
B,
fast lane.
leave
Look at
B,
this, he
retake
steps away
B,
from the wall
get your
so that they
protocols on
can't just spray
B
him down.
sorted.
That's
terms of the
just
smoker.
so perfect, and I have to imagine it's because Monyet also has the experience of playing a Neon, knowing that this is one of the possible places where he's gonna slide out from.
Absolutely. It just pays so much to have these versatile players.
Incredible. Here comes now, just continuing to buy up. DFM, Art has the Odin once again. Playing out from A Heaven though. Slowly pushing
nice
out of
push
B.
down.
Akami tries to sneak in towards the back. Jinboom providing additional support, peeking out. But once again, May unfortunately pays the price for his teammates. Akami
Oh.
now
Shot.
shot down outside of window. And it's Xfero in it with the operator.
They should
On the other side, both teams
they should
suffering bits of
throw the
losses.
op over really. Oh
DFM continues
boy.
to push out. Jinboom
Okay.
outside of C-Long.
Nice shot.
Here's Cushy and manages to take the shot against him. Quick with the neural theft as well.
Okay, full potential.
All right, so
8-4
now
potential.
you've got trips here on C. I imagine you start to group up towards B, right? I mean, maybe Jinbung stays for the kill trips on C, but the other two, instead of looking for 1v1s, I would love to see them group up.
Solid off angle.
But Estrella is weak.
Might have heard the guns as well. GM just continuing to hold.
That's the bait, though.
Spike down
xFaroe wasn't
A.
quite ready to peek out. He had his
30
knife out
seconds
still.
Oh,
Good shot.
and that's the one-on-one. Spike retrieved.
25 seconds.
20 seconds left on the clock, though.
He's gonna
Yeah.
run it.
Really
There is a
wanted
trip
you had
on the
time to
way.
go
Does
garage.
B. B's too risky. You gotta go to C. You don't have time. You gotta run, son. There's a tripwire there.
Trip's
Breaking
gonna
those trips
slow
takes
him,
time as well,
and then he's
it's gonna
gonna
be
be
waiting
introduced
for
to the
Jinbong
cam.
to get into the
Jinbong.
sideline. Uses the camera to play it safe. Instead,
He's tagged.
starts to run. Looks for the wall bang. Oh, gets him down to at least half HP.
5?
Well, no, 5 HP. And Jinbong in with the cam as well. Locks him out
Okay.
further. Headshot to seal it.
Okay.
And DFM will be
Dude.
able to pick one
Tanks
back
the
up.
spam.
I can't believe xFaroe actually sticks to play. That is what you have to do. 'cause
DFM
you
needs to be
didn't have
really
time.
careful here.
But
Lose
you're
this
tagged up
one.
and he just says, well,
3
if I
people
die,
have to
die."
rebuy.
He's at least
And
able
they're
to
gonna
get
have no money
the
for the
plant,
last
trying to
round, and it
find the
might
operator.
actually
They
be a
don't know where it is.
10-2.
Ooh,
So
they do retrieve
this
it.
is important.
That
Delays
is a bit
the
detrimental.
ooh, okay.
This makes a 4-8 possible now for the
You want
first
the op?
half for DFM.
Nope.
You think so? Possible with the op.
I mean, especially with the op, because without that, it's just so tough because the fast A hits just haven't been working out. You gotta trust in the op just being able to tighten up the map. Sure, you might still get picked off by Jemkin, but I mean, at that point, then what else are you gonna do?
True enough. So far, at least, you know, the slight push out from B as well as C.
Well, they
and
decided
Jinbong on the
against
other
it.
side. Wow, okay.
I mean, if you don't want it, that's fine. You have the overdrive as well.
True enough. Oh, but
Flash
this is now a
dash with the
4-stack
recon. We
on
change
A.
up the pace a little bit. We go
C
fast. I'm looking at
completely
C.
left
It's full
open. Jinbong
retake.
in with the trips
Everyone from
on
DFM
B
goes
side.
aggro. We
It's
still
the red
have.
carpet for
Ooh.
RRQ on towards the C site. Pretty soon to spike
Nah,
down
getting
as well.
nothing for
Art
this
trying to
one.
delay as much as possible with the Hunter's Fury, but to
xFaroe's
no
in trouble.
avail.
If he can get one, he's
xFaroe
done good.
Lurking as long as ever.
Oh, but he is stuck now. He doesn't have a way out.
Ooh.
He hears him in window.
Turret
It's too many
deployed.
members. Ooh! Oh no, the trade not
Oh,
working. He gets 2!
damn.
They down as well!
I cannot believe he got that extra kill
Unbelievable.
before getting stunned. That was
Thankfully trading,
awesome.
but this is still a
He's
lost
done enough
opportunity
here.
for DFM. Art
Oh god, and they
straight
got
into the
no
smoke,
money,
blinded by
really.
Jemkin in with a shot. Paranoia into his garage now, reading the timing of things. RRQ so on the ball.
No, you don't want to do it, guys,
Trying
but you gotta
so
save.
desperately to fight back all the way from C-Long. The Paranoia sent out a little bit early, and it's an easy shot from Onyet. And at this point, Jinbong down to 5 HP. Just looking to save.
Oh, this is rough. DFM, they're starting to break down once May gets taken out. It wasn't necessarily like this. Even when they were losing on Pearl, it wasn't necessarily just because May's getting taken down. It's more so RQ just bulldozing over all of them. But right now, if May can't get those kills, then it starts to turn into these several 1v1s. I mean, and that shot, that second shot into May, what can you do there?
One
Did
enemy
he
remaining.
just go into overdrive? Did I see that animation correctly? Just as it.
This goes here.
No, he
he
still
still has
has it, but
All
it's
right.
the relay bolt that came out.
Okay.
We
Well,
got backup
maybe
Bucky
still
for the
some
ult.
kind of an opportunity
Still
to
got
at least
attacks
make it a
over ult.
9-3, but that is still the best that DFM can get right now.
See, the problem with this defensive overdrive is that you're wondering, do you use it on the retake or do I use it to push out?
No idea.
Good Bucky kill.
But Bucky, so far so good on
Uh oh,
towards A
but you know he's
short.
gonna send it.
Overdrive
Everyone
online.
hold.
Just
Everyone
keeping
hold
them
the
at
line.
bay.
He's trying to push back. Relay ball sent out as
Nice
well.
shot.
But Cushy, quick to burst him down. Hit shot instantly connects.
Because she's adjusted well to the VCT Pacific stage. The rest of DFM trying to warm up once again here on Haven.
But it does feel as though everything's been completely stalled. A bit of a crossfire set up in towards the A site.
You
GM
pass him
with the
on
info
site,
and
though.
a potential paranoia play as well.
This.
RQ, but RQ are just
Yeah,
so
and they're gonna
done
hold strong. The
into
Cypher's gonna
site.
go here. They're gonna have 3 on site.
Jinbong
Here we go.
right around the corner to provide support as well. This could just be
We
a
saw
full
them.
4-on-3
No,
clash.
don't push.
They're all here.
Oh, do push. You're incredible.
Akame quick to react though. Sudden double kill. But xFaroe manages to find a bit of a trade on towards Jinbong and then holding down. He has the lockdown and he quickly deploys it.
30 seconds left.
You can just hide long.
Fault line sent out from Akame. Looking to try to find that shot in towards short, but nothing found. Quickly rotates and falls back in towards top of heaven. but
They're not
unfortunately
considering
quite
long.
enough to shoot them as they transit
Not
on over into
considering
the
long.
site.
They don't
Xferro
know.
sticks the plant,
One enemy
unaware that
remaining.
Akame is up inside of A long though.
remaining.
And that's going to be the one-on-one now. Cushy versus Akame. Goes
Oh
in for the
my
spray,
god, this guy's
and he
been
commits
great.
down
This
into
guy's
it.
been
Akame
great for
unfortunately
RRQ.
whiffs
He
for
really
Cushy
has.
to collect onto the quad. It's the first half that ends in a 10-2
Been so
in favor of
consistent,
RRQ.
fragging really heavy.
4K to wrap up that first half. And that's a rough one. I mean, they finally have
Well,
some
we
inkling
said
of
it could
hope
go
on
to
this A main
10-2.
fight. I love the 3-man stack. I love that Akame goes ahead out of A main to try to get ahead of him because they have lesser numbers. There are still these glimmers of the right decisions coming out. I mean, crispy on that too.
One enemy.
But alas, it just does not convert to a round win.
Despite the best efforts of everything
very
going
rough.
through, even May on the Bucky
Must-win pistol.
just not quite able to buy enough. I mean, they managed to make the call to get 3 players kind of pinned down, anchored down on the A site to defend against RRQ, but even then, the power of friendship, the chaos that they're thriving in, everything ensues.
Yeah, maps 2 and 3, RRQ definitely not getting lost too much. There's still 1 or 2 rounds here and there, but generally they found the right balance that becomes their color. That's something that personally I've criticized of this team for a very long time, of trying to find that consistency for yourselves, whether it's aggro, whether it's control, no matter what it is. And it looked lost in the first map. Coming back online.
Yeah, I picked RRQ and Plat Chat. Yeah, but I only picked. I was the only person to pick Team Secret as well, so we might cancel each other out.
They're getting slapped around by RRQ's tempo. I will say though, I do feel like GN is starting to come online a little bit more, starting to get accustomed to the team play and the best players just a bit more than he did at the very beginning. And obviously, that's a player that they've looked at and said he might need some time to adjust to the big stage. So not all is lost, but in this match, you're running out of time.
Plat Chat is on Monday.
Yeah, especially with RRQ on the 10. But hopefully, maybe on the attacking side, this is where we get to see that Neon a little bit more from May. Perhaps alongside his teammates
Pistols,
as well.
3-2. DFM need to get this to 3-3. RRQ have a 3-person stack. Late swing. See,
With straight aftershocks through. Possibly
Okay, no damage done though. But they found that the Neon was here. Normally you're going to want to try and sight hit with that, so they should know they're pretty close. Reaction to that info, we double push over towards long and we hold 3 strong.
They give up garage, but they just want to hold on to back sight from the point of view of RRQ.
Just thinking into it. But here comes, of course, DFM.
Great shot.
Working around the smokes. They don't quite fully commit blindly.
Oops.
Just trying to play around it now. Peeking out at the right times alongside the team. They're able to gun down Xferro alongside 2 more players from RRQ. RRQ trying to come in with a retake in from garage, maybe a little bit from C-Link as well, but not quite having a lot of the angles. May will be able to work around the smokes around spawn. Slides back into safety. Jemkin looking for a quick tap, but dashes back in instead. Not quite able to find too much. Cushy not quite being able to pull aggro away either. So just desperately trying to peek out now. All that's left is just Cushy.
Yeah, this is a rough one, and it all started with an excellent execute onto the site from DFM as they clean up the kills here.
Very nice.
They recognize that this is a backside hold,
every
garage as well.
every map went 1-1 in terms of pistols.
So you decide we're going to go in and we're going to pinch onto logs there on the right side of the site. It's going to be Jinbu who scouts it first, but then May digs deep.
Wait, really saying?
Then you peek out across both sides onto this backside hit.
Winnable? It's for sure winnable.
Because if you don't take control of that, you just have no idea when the flood's going to happen.
You got a Neon against the Killjoy?
Just quickly being able to
For sure winnable.
play around that flood and trying out the early utility as well from RRQ. So starting things off pretty decent. Some upgrades into the rifles for the next round as well. Now quick into the A site, leaving Jinbung for that lurk. He's got the ghost, and he might have heard something.
Uh-oh.
Great timing here from Xferro.
Uh-oh.
Too many members.
Tries to go into the right click.
Nice movement in the end.
Elusive,
Yeah, you would have thought he would have had one here.
This
His MTC site. Maybe Monyet can get her in time. That's a nice stun for the right side.
Oh,
nice thing. Oh, you got a flash. You got a flash. Oh, boy.
Classics will still be able to do damage. And Jemkin being able to fight back. just as you mentioned as well, the paranoia completely blinds them all. Art trying to fight back desperately, even with the random sprays from the Bulldog, but nothing found. The spike is down on the ground.
Guardian picked up for Monyet.
Yeah, what other guns are there? When does Monyet get another smoke?
Their control. One way comes out.
Dude, he gets another smoke in a bit. We're smoking this and getting these guns, right? With a double peak garage.
Clear that corner.
Oh, man.
Huh?
Surely not like this. But Monyet's still holding it. Here's the TP as well. And in comes the swing.
Damn, bro. Jemkin has absolutely owned it. Lovely breach flash. Lovely omen flash. And great info from the Killjoy. Even though the Killjoy didn't get the kill, the info was there, which meant that they could fast flood like this. Damn. That is devastating for DFM.
But the moment Monyet gets that kill, he's able to get an immediate paranoia on top of the flash, and everybody gets caught unawares. And it's just the swing outs back and forth.
Dude, they're having a lot of fun. It's a good sign for RRQ going forward.
I mean, if you have your utility set
like
up
the
that
vibes
well,
look sick.
And at the same time, being able to land those classic shots so effectively, it's just unfortunate for DFM to be put in this spot where they're facing potential match and series point. Forced by an up. It's just Jinbong in with a desperate Vandal while the rest of the team has some upgraded SMGs and pistols.
Yeah, see if they can create enough chaos with the Neon, quite frankly.
Oh, the Judge.
Timing. He gets right under it. No idea from Art.
Underneath the drone. Now the rest of DFM looking to refill that space. Maybe just a desperate play in towards the B site, but Estrera's on the other end with a fault line.
That alarm bot rings. That's going to be the fault line, and it might be a pinch in from Xfera as well to see if he can catch some stragglers.
Okay, stunned up so far. Xfera not hearing too many footsteps, so not quite pushing out the garage just yet.
Ooh.
It's just Estrera to hold. Quickly dealt
with
by
gun to pick up.
And now the rest of the team just trying to hold around both exits of B.
All right, so RRQ expected DFM to respect that fault
what kind
line
of
a bit
omen flash
more.
we got planned
So I
here?
like this aggression for DFM, but where do you go from here? Are you just going to
flash
hold from
looks
on
good.
site?
Oh, they're looking to make it happen at the very least, but here comes the paranoia alongside Jemkin.
Damn, Jemkin is he's an absolute monster. He's just owning him.
Desperate Judge
no
play,
time
jumps
on this.
on over outside of the smokes. Back in towards the other side of the site, but Jemkin has stuck the defuse off with the kill as well. The quad to end it now to 12-3.
Not another 13-3.
Those last 2 rounds, it looks like maybe
9 chances.
Maybe DFM had a shot, but the retake's just too clean, and that's the trouble. Just trying to have all 4 members on the site. Sure, you didn't have the weaponry for the post plan either, but maybe a push out. I know you didn't have much util left, but starting to play a bit scared on the side of DFM. Starting to say, come to us for the fight, and RRQ says that's exactly what we love to do. You're starting to inch back into RRQ's game, and now you don't have any chances left.
Yeah, inch back into range of that paranoia and everything that sends through as well. And now this is an RRQ feeling confident going for those fights. Cushy pushing out. Jemkin alongside A-Short as well. Managing to get the spray down with the Phantom onto Art. Jinbog only good for 1 trade, but it's also the Rolling Thunder out from Akami that's kind of been spent and wasted.
Yeah, it's the Rolling Thunder gone. You've got the Neon gone. You don't have info. I mean, you just have to go for dry peaks at this point.
Just feels like all hope is lost now, but DFM
if they isolate the one,
pull themselves together.
like they're making, as we can see, they're making the right
call.
call.
I love the position that Xfero takes, as safe as possible. I
It
just
hasn't
hope
looked
that he doesn't
convincing,
get too
so
curious if you're RRQ, because there have been games where he decides maybe now's the time for a cheeky kill, but you do not need a cheeky kill right now because you have the numbers advantage, you have the util advantage, and all you need to know is where do they plant.
Playing it as safe as possible, not trying to peek out too much or make a single movement, but it also is.
The tart's going to give a lot of info on this, though.
Looking for that one glimpse of hope. A bit of a fake smoke into B, and Akami tries to put himself backside.
Left.
You have to remember that this has happened. Xfera has to let his teammates know, so they're not going to go through the site just yet.
They might play this really well. If RRQ play this how I think they're going to play this, then I'm very impressed.
They have been heard, so DFM is very well aware.
Okay. Strap around the sides. It's all for Gian. He connects with the Guardian! A bit of a collat! Estrera trades right back in, though.
And then they expect this guy. Damn, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Shout out to Zafiro on this one. As much as
and cleans it up.
As much as there was multiple yellow cards on Abyss, that was impressive.
I'm not quite sure if Jimbin was aware
Very
or
nice
not,
for
if he was fishing, he
RRQ.
just lost the duel,
13-3,
but the fact that
13-3,
all the
Pearl and
Killjoy
Haven.
Yuta was alive lets
And
you
they
know
get
the Killjoy
they
was
get a
nearby,
lot
but
of
at the end of the
they
day,
get a free
it is
VOD review
Xfero
on
who will round
Abyss.
things out. A rough start for RRQ, but they clean house.